Okay, all right, this old house, huh? So I've done a lot of work so far. Ripped up all the floors in the entire house, everywhere, bathroom, laundry, kitchen, living areas, bedrooms, everything, all the old crappy stinky carpet. And I brought it back to the floorboards. All right, so this is basically a pretty old house. 45 years old, I guess it's not that old, but slightly damaged, ant damage, the floor's all unlevel, everything, there's a whole bunch of problems. Ceiling falling down. All right, so step by step, from the ground up, we're going to try and fix this place because I have to. And you see the state it's in now. Asbestos, it's got to come out. Apparently it's been sprayed for ants, but it's just like some guy just walked around and sprayed randomly on the walls with some black sludge. Didn't seem like there was any purpose to it whatsoever. Got a piano there. Alright, a few keys broken in the middle. Cost me $1,000 to fix that probably. A few wasp nests. Have a look at the state of that. Jesus, what am I going to do there? Is that a wasp nest in there, or is that just, no, it's just rooted wood. Alright, so we're going to have to raise that part. We need a solid beam in there running diagonally across. We might even stick a post here, even in the centre of the window here, just to support the roof. Beam across there. Alright, there's work to be done. I'm no carpenter, but we'll probably get some help on that one maybe. Oh, let's have a look here. This old house, like a Red Dead Redemption house. Again, all asbestos. Most of this room seems in decent nick, but I'd like to rip the asbestos out and fill the walls with cob so we've got some thermal mass there to store the heat from this bad boy. A Crown wood-fired stove, which is a beast. Can't wait to use that one. Seems to be like a little addition to the house there with a bull nose. A couple of external vents there and the main chimney, of course. The floor seems to be metal, but it seems to be rusted through. Might stick a slab on that one. Under or... no, I don't know, we'll figure that one out. Rusted a hole through, I just spray painted over it there. Put some mesh on the broken windows. A hole in the floor there. What's going on here? What's that? What's that? Is that for spaghetti? Don't know what that is. Maybe to dry your clothes. But a lot of the floor actually seems in decent nick. Like here in the kitchen and the main part of the living room, the floor is actually pretty good, and there's little or no ant damage. Just a little bit there. Can bog that up, I reckon. This floor's pretty old, but reasonable nick. I can replace a few boards here and there where they're badly damaged. We've got a little central room here, some old decrepit furniture. That's not bad. TV unit's not too bad as well. Cupboards rooted. This floor actually looks pretty solid. A little bit of ant damage here in the centre. Okay, so we'll have a look at that a little closer when we get some light in here. Main bedroom. 2 air conditioners work, but they suck the electricity. We've got these vents in the ceiling, which is pretty cool. And this ceiling is also pretty cool there, so that, you know, liquor paint, that could actually come up quite decently. And then I like these timber. They're pretty solid. No ant damage through the centre of the house, as far as I know. A little bit of mould there under the stinky carpet, probably from the condensation of the air conditioner, I suspect. 2 air conditioners. No window. We should stick a window in there. Most of the power points are okay. Out apart. Found a few bloody ants in here. I think we're going to have to replace that board. And the laundry through here. Mostly good. Looks like it's been oiled up, this hardwood. But a little bit of ants have gone through there. Lucky I ripped up the lino, eh? Get rid of the little bastards. Couldn't seem to get under this sink though. A few leaky taps here and there. But it's pretty dry under there. There's no water coming through there, so that's alright. It's getting out of the house. And then this little ramp just kind of fallen to pieces there. And you see I've treated the stumps with lime already. You can see under the house, you know, I've already limed up. All the stumps have been limed up from top to bottom. They're actually in decent nick. They're not too rotted at all. A couple are a bit wobbly, but we're a bit on an angle. But, you know, we can add some structural support. We've got a lot of boulders and rocks on the property. You know, that shed actually seems to be a swamp at the moment. It's a problem. Little gazebo area there needs some work. Hey, get a lime on that wood. Get the million leaves out of the roof there. There's the neighbours there. We could whack a fence up, I reckon, there. Get some hedges or trees growing there. This is the bit under there, which you can see. You know, these stumps are pretty solid here under the fireplace. Some steel piping, as well as... Where does that go? Where does that go? What's that? Tap! Wow. So that's the kitchen sink, which has an old lead or cast iron pipe. So they use a lot of this black PVC, you know, like garden hose for the house, but stumps are pretty solid, especially since I limed the buggers. Bit of trash under the house. I think the previous tenants were, you know, trailer park stuff. And then this is called a cooling tank, because the water comes out of the ground hot. It's artesian water. It comes out hot, maybe 70 degrees or so, and then for the cool water in the house, we need to run that hot water in this tank, which is currently being used as a bird bath. And then it cools down, and that supplies the cool water system, but that's not working at the moment, so I'm not sure. Something's disconnected here. So it looks like this one, that's your hot water supply up to the cooling tank, and then that seems to go into this pressure tank. I don't know why, maybe it's a hot water heater, but there's a pipe running from the base here into the house. So that goes into the house. So I don't know, maybe the plumber will help me figure that out. Drains are okay, pretty simple, not really over complex. Drains seem to run right next to the house, which is ridiculous. And then, yeah, broken windows, so I've just covered it up to stop the wasps coming in. Good shed. I've been advised that I could live in this shed, but I don't know, I'd rather not. I'd rather live in the house, to be honest. Just get it fixed as quickly as possible. A lot of trees around the house, so we've got really good shade, and there's quite a good paddock down the back there where we could... That's where the food forest is going to go when I start planting trees down there, but I'm going hell for leather on the house so we can live in there and stop paying rent. We've got a shed there. It's got a little kiln in there and a gigantic air conditioner, which is pretty amazing. The old Hills hoist, which you can see. Toilet needs work. It's a leaning tower of poop. Chicken coop here. I've been trying to clear this long 6-foot high grass around a little bit. Maybe I'll just chuck some cardboard in there and let the grass die off. Cardboard's a bit easier than ripper snipping. And then here, look, we've got this kiln. I don't know if you can see, but it's a proper electric kiln there. And then this gigantic air conditioner, which would probably cost $1 million a week in electricity. So I think we'll sticks in there. Breathe that air too often. I should wear a mask in there. And then, yeah, so, you know, we got work to do. If we have a solar system, I guess it'll be alright. That'll help out. But the shed's actually pretty solid. It's just got a slab and so forth. But a lot of work to do. Let's get back to work and rip those nails and staples out of the floor. There's about 400,000 of them by hand. I've got to one at a time. There is a front bedroom I didn't show you as well. This wall actually seems pretty solid there. Doesn't appear to have any ant damage I don't see. But I guess if we rip the wall out we can have a better look. But the wood in this wall actually seems pretty solid. So I think the wood is still got its treatment in there, but the front wall, not good, buddy. Knackered. So yeah, this is a little front bedroom here. Around here, walls are a bit wobbly. Ooh, I don't think there's many studs left in there. I'm hoping these main beams here, these main beams are good. Alright, if the main beams are good, we can fill in the stud wall because they're the king studs, I think, holding the weight of the roof. And then we've got a bullnose or curved roof, which makes it difficult to repair. And that's all asbestos, so I'll try to keep as much of that, but I see back there it's kind of fallen down a little bit. Bugger. So I think we need to go and have another look at that. Just notice that. Bugger. In here. There. So where the electrical is, you can see that's dropped. Bugger. So I reckon the answer in there. So this beam is pretty solid, but up there, I'm sure that's dropped. So we could lift that a little bit, get that back up. The curved nature of it obviously has some inherent strength in it, which could help. We need all the strength we can after these ants have been through it. Anyway, let's get to work, huh? Switches are okay mostly, except for that one. And there's another one that's a little bit old, but we'll just replace those. There's the dark room, bedroom. Don't know why they put the light over there. It's a bit weird. TV mount. And then, yeah, this western sun is pretty hot. A little bit of graffiti there. Guess that's a butt or boobs. This is actually not bad. These beams have been concreted in, so they're pretty solid. It's just the top that needs a little bit of work there. So we could just replace the wood on the top, maybe. Steel beams attached to the house. There's another one there. There's old Eve there. So that shade really helps out a lot, I think. That one over there seems to be tied up with a piece of string. And there again, you see the limed stumps. I've tried to just create like a external French drain here, a little gully. Just so if any rain doesn't go under the house, because it's a bucket under the house, and you know that's caused a lot of the settling. So if we keep the water from away from under the house, you know, we can stop that settlement, or at least minimise it. Anyway, to work.